to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Bryan Board of Public Affairs meeting for October 4th, 2022. First on the agenda is to approve the minutes of the September 6th, 2022 meeting. Board, you've been supplied with a copy of the minutes. Are there any additions or corrections?
Seeing none, Jim, I'd like to make a motion. We accept the September 6 minutes as written.
I'll second.
Dick?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Next is a hearing of public concerns. Anyone present that would like to address the board that's not on the agenda? Seeing none, Clerk Treasurer's report.
And the board's been presenting with the clerk treasurer's report for the month ending August 31st, 2022.
Any comments, any questions on the clerk treasurer's report? If not, I will accept a motion to accept.
I move we accept the clerk treasurer's report.
I'll second it.
Karen?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Dick?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Next is a resolution. Pat, would you number and read, please?
Resolution number 39, 2022, authorizing change order number 3 for the power plant substation phase 1 major equipment.
James.
Remember, we had the first two change orders. One was for the control panels. Excuse me, was getting a switch that needed to be added for SCADA. And the other one was for the breakers to change the date because it was taking longer to build them. Well, this is also for the breakers. The SF6 gas has went up and the delivery charge has increased. So what GE Grid is asking for is $6,356 for those additional costs to be covered. And once they receive this, then they'll go ahead and schedule the delivery, which is still slated for the end of November.
Sounds like everything else is getting more expensive.
It's getting difficult to anticipate what the costs are going to be for a lot of things.
Was that written into their bid for those? Any increases in those items, it would be our responsibility?
I don't remember how it's stated in there offhand, but I think they wrote in there someplace, if I remember what I read, because I didn't go back and reread it before this meeting, that some of the things in the market may change.
Similar to the truck, remember when we had that additional cost of steel prices in the frame and stuff like that? It was kind of in there that it stated that basically a similar situation.
Questions? If not, I'll accept a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion we approve change order 2 for the power plant substation equipment.
I'll second.
Karen?
Yes.
Dick?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Tom?
39.
Yes.
Thank you.
39.
Thank you.
Next is a request to reclassify an electric department employee. Jackie.
Good evening. Back in September, we asked to post for a line worker help line worker position for part of our succession plan, and that was for 2 positions. Today, we have a part-time employee that we'd like to reclassify to a probationary line worker trainee. As a part-time employee, he has been working with the electric department as a ground person plus reading meters and helping install meters. So at this time, we're requesting to reclassify Noah Landell from a part-time probationer, or part-time laborer to a full-time line worker training.
It's good we have an opportunity to transfer from within, partly trained employees, not new walking in, not knowing what to expect, so that's very good.
Yeah, we thought so. We will still have another one that we are actively recruiting for another line worker, but this is working out well for the electric department. Noah is a great addition, even as a part-time employee to that team.
By him being here, I mean, you learn somebody's work ethic and stuff like that. That's hard to tell if somebody, that's not here. At least you learn that about them when they're here, so it's one good thing, I guess.
Yep.
We got lucky on this one.
Yeah.
Well, the guys seemed to like him back there. I kind of asked, being nosy, and he said he does a good job, so. With that, I'd like to make a motion that we reclassify Noah full-time.
I'll second.
Dick?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Thanks, Jackie.
Next is a resolution. That would you number and read,
This
please.
is resolution number 40, 2022, designating the week of October 2nd through 8th as Public Power Week and recognizing Bryan Municipal Utilities for its contributions to our community.
Like Pat said, October 2nd to the 8th is Public Power Week. This is something we kind of do annually to designate Public Power Week and recognize Bryan Municipal Utilities for its contribution to the community. And joined with more than 2,000 other community-owned electric systems across the United States, including 81 municipal electric systems in Ohio in this annual celebration. So we're asking that we mark this date in this resolution for Public Power Week.
I want to get a motion to approve this.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Annette?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Dick?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Next is to affect semi-monthly disbursements. Can I have a motion to pay the bill? No.
So moved, yeah.
I'll second.
Dick?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Next is comments from EPA and staff. Mr. Gardner.
I'll eat up some of this time, I
Go for
guess.
it.
We got a couple things I'd like to talk about, and then later, Derek has quite a few things to just update the board from the last meeting that we had. So, Jim, Tom, Derek, and the mayor, all of us attended our annual conference. It was held in Columbus on September 25th through the 27th. This was a great opportunity to learn from industry experts and able to network with our peers. They were approximately, I think, 350 attendees. I think that was in person and virtual, but the majority of people showed up in person. We kind of divided and conquered so we could hit almost every single one. We split up, and even the ones that were doubled up, we were able to attend almost all of them, and almost every session that was available to us. So they also had their general membership meetings, which were held in conjunction with the educational sessions that we attended. The conference also featured the annual awards banquet to recognize outstanding efforts in the member utility systems throughout. And so we were able to get a few things here, and I just thought I'd call them out. Bryan Municipal Utilities received the Safety Award for Generation, so thanks to Jim and his crews for recognition of no time lost due to reportable accidents, so congratulations, Jim, to you and your guys.
Thank you.
We also received a safety accommodation for the transmission and distribution system in recognition of less than 1% time lost due to reportable accidents. So Al, make sure you thank all your employees and thank you for doing such a great job back there. And we also received 2 resolutions. This is basically, they received these resolutions commending us for our employees' extraordinary efficient efforts in restoring power to one for Coldwater, Michigan, and we have the other one for the city of Hillsdale. And that's what this stuff is all about. It's people helping other communities in need. And so I think it's important that, our guys were able to go up there and take care of those communities just like we would hope that they would for us in a time of need. So I think that's very important, to receive these, and it shows, just like people were down in Florida. Everybody's pretty much back now for Florida, the communities that did go, believe it or not. And then there was a few that were left in Danville, and they came back today, is my understanding. So this Ohio area community that we have, as far as that goes, they should all be home by now.
So our guys are back?
Yeah, well, our guys never went.
Oh, okay.
Our guys, but the communities that they did send down in our local area, I mean, they're, like the Piqua and some other communities, just, they all sent minimal, people down there, but they're all back. I think they're, the power that was restored. The stuff that isn't right now, they can't keep them down there, was totally destroyed. It's gonna be a while. I think there was, I don't know, I thought I saw in there like 400,000 people, and they were at 2 million at one time, I think. So they got a lot of people back on. The stuff that's remaining, they have one of the largest electric utilities in the country, so they're on their own now to fix what's left, and it's just that small area that got hit the hardest, and that's gonna take some time and effort on their part. But I wanna thank our guys for doing their part here. But we always take care of ourselves first, you know what I mean? We want to make sure we maintain our system, and then when we're able, we get out there and we help everybody else. That's our goal, so. And they did that, so. The Ohio Municipal Electric Association, OMEA, also held their elections for the organization, board of directors, board leaderships during their annual OMEA. That's where the mayor was down there for the general membership meeting, and that took place on the 28th. So following the election, the OME Board of Directors conducted its annual reorganization meeting and reelected the city of Wadsworth as the president of the board, and the Village of Montpelier mayor was, and Mayor Slade was reelected to the board's 3-member executive committee. So I want to thank her for her part in as far as our municipal electric. And I guess congratulations to everyone, that won the awards, and thank you for the effort that you put into these accomplishments. And lastly, I think I just want to welcome Noah to our team. And one other thing, I just want to bring up that we received a letter, I think it was last week, and I think it's, we always hear the bad things, right? I mean, we always hear those types of things, but I think it was good to know that we received this from a resident commending Pat and Todd for their quick response to a contractor that cut a drop, and they responded out there to her home within an hour. That's the kind of customer service that we had, and she was thrilled and wrote a letter to Joe, and I just thought I would share that with you, that they took care of the repairs, and within an hour they were at her home and fixed it for her. So those are the good things that you like hearing. It's rare that we get a letter from a resident, to the superintendent and stuff. I guess I just wanted to share that as well.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Adam? Al? Jim? Derek?
I have just a couple project updates for you. The first one is the water tower painting. I'm sure you've all noticed they're making progress. Kind of where they're at right now, the first paint crew is done and is left. They've got the base coat done. They were a little bit ahead of schedule, so they actually painted the outlines of the dum-dums, which saved the muralist several weeks of work. We're expecting him here by October 17th. And depending on weather, and as long as nothing unforeseen happens, it should be completed around Veterans Day. So that project is moving right along. The water crews, they've been busy on Bryan Street. They have all 700 feet of the new 12-inch line installed. They have all 15 service connections made, and that line is now in service. They finished up today. There's still road repairs to be made, but that'll probably be another couple of weeks until that's done. South Main Street, there is a patch that we need to fix by Circle K. If you drove down there, I'm sure you know what we're talking about. Hopefully this week that will be fixed. One other thing, the Airmate water line, we're expecting that to get underway here in the next few weeks. Right now we're basically waiting for the crops to come off so we don't damage those. And then the AMI project, the electric department, they have installed 3,212 meters. That's a little over 52%. The water department's still waiting on their nodes to ship. We're supposed to get half of them this month in October and the other half anywhere from January to May of next year. So water's still kind of at a standstill. September 27th and 28th, Eaton was here and they provided some on-site training for the clerk's office and our staff, and from everything I heard, that went very well. So we're making progress there. And then the last thing was to welcome Noah to the BMUT. Thank you.
Thanks, Jerry. Jackie?
Yeah, congratulations to our departments that received those safety awards. That's always good to hear. And welcome Noah to the, I guess, the being reclassified from part-time, full-time, so welcome to the crew.
I will also say congratulations on your safety. And yes, definitely let the crews know that we appreciate all their care and concern, because their safety is priority one. And happy about Noah wanting to transfer over to the electric department, and I'm sure you'll do a good job training him and letting him fill in. And as far as Public Power Week goes, yes, we have a lot to be proud of for the things that we do for the community. Wish we had a list of them, but it'd be a pretty long list. I hope everybody in the community does know what we do. A lot of it is free service, and that's something to be very proud of. And I'm happy that you're going to treat your workers as well. They deserve a great lunch on Friday.
Yeah, what she said. No, congratulations, electric crew. Hats off to you guys, power plant, especially for the mutual aid with Cowan and Hillsdale resolutions. And of course, the safety award power plant, Jim. Hats off to you guys. Welcome Noah, full-time. That's about all I gotta say. Thank you.
Again, thank you, or appreciate winning, safety is priority one. We want everyone to go home safely every night. That is priority one. And always helping someone out is always very important, because we are a community. We all have to live and work together. Congratulations, Noah. I'm excited to see that tower being painted. I try and drive by it as much as I can, so when I see the outline of the dum-dum suckers and stuff like that going on there, I'm super excited to see that done. So I'm taking pictures and sending them to my kids who don't live here, so, super excited to see that being painted. So that is all I have, yeah.
Yes, congratulations to Noah, and our thanks to the employees for their hard and safe work habits. I'd like to touch on something that Nate touched on that we dealt with a couple weeks ago, and that was when we had a concerned internet customer bring an issue to the board. I guess if we had known that he was coming, we could have been better prepared at the time. It was kind of put us on the spot, I guess, and I was well covered in the media. In looking into it the next morning, it's my belief that the utility was not aware that there was a problem. So I don't want to in any way discourage people from bringing a problem to the board if they feel it's warranted. But I would like to encourage any of our customers that experience an issue with any of their services, whether it be the internet, the electric, or water, to notify the utility, because the utility does pride itself on its quick response. From what I've heard, when we were made aware of the issue, the next morning it was taken care of. And as a matter of fact, I believe they went door to door to make sure that everybody was taken care of. So, like I say, I would encourage the customers to notify the utility
True. That is-
expeditiously.
Most of that is true, but he did notify the utility ahead of time.
He did.
I think he did, yeah. I can say that it was probably a difficult problem, that it was hard to troubleshoot, and they ended up finding some kind of an old splice underground that was kind of, so that signal was leaking, and he was getting a signal, but not the signal that he should have gotten. So they were able to really dig down into it and spend extra time on it, you know. So
Patrick had been there multiple times to try to debug the system, try new splitters, try new equipment, try different things. And it was just not solving the problem, so this was his next
Yeah.
escalation point. But,
seems that they got it
sometimes
fixed.
it takes that to
Well-
find out. You gotta try, maybe replace those.
It seems that they got it fixed quick the next morning.
Yeah, but that was about their next step. By the time they had gotten through all of his,
It actually
Equipment.
was something underground.
I believe so. I think, I'm trying to recall, I believe that's what it was. And I-
Connector, splice, one or the other.
And my understanding that he was pretty happy with the solution once they figured it out and got it taken care of.
he is very happy. He's kept in touch
Okay,
and is very happy.
good.
Okay. With that, I will accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. Dick?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.